And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Dark Cloud. I'm your host, Nick Legato. So, sorry about that last episode taking a little too long. I was busy rebuilding the town, pretty much. What we can also do is we can add some water offshoots here. You know, we have a lot of extra room, so it's not like it's a big deal whether or not we put lots of bridges and other stuff in. We don't even walk too much around anyway. We just teleport everywhere we gotta go. Last two places to probably put a bridge would be here and here. Okay, that way doing that, we have easy access to the owl place if we gotta walk there. I don't know why you would want to, we can just do that. Again, it's all cosmetics at this point in time. So we did that. We haven't built anything over here yet. He did not show a new chest, neither did they on the outside. But you know who did have a new chest? The Elder. I saw it. And it's, oh, nice. It's a power-up powder. We've been looking for one of those. Okay, so we've done a lot of what we can normally do. So, before we get too far here, let's look at our weapons, see which one we want to level up. Probably going to be the steel slingshot. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. Since we want to synthesize it down later anyway. We want to break it down, so it still has 3 levels to go before it actually will break down. Let's repair all of her gear while we're here. I think she can start using it immediately. And the Shamshir's probably fine. Okay, so we've done about as much as we can do for the moment. We'll do more later, as far as rebuilding town goes. Let's go talk to Trent. He's been waiting eagerly for his revival. Let's go see what this clown wants. The Deku Tree! It's the Deku Tree! Hello, Deku Tree? It is the Deku Tree. Deku Tree. Just kidding, it's Trent. There's no comparison. Trent is much cooler than the Deku Tree. Hell yeah. He's got weird-looking alien eyes. And stuff. Bit of meat and a gourd. Looks like that's all we get for now. So let's talk to him. Okay, in order to be able to understand the gibberish that he is saying, we need to use the hunter hearing in order to communicate with him. Get a whole little slow jazz scene here. Smooth jazz. Yeah, it was totally me. Give me $100. Oh, no! This is why I'm a vegetarian. And look we get another frickin' weapon. Another weapon. Useless serpent sword here. It's not useless. It's actually a pretty decent weapon. And it is story driven, so you do have to use it. It doesn't break until it accomplishes its mission. So, let's take a look at it. It's not a weapon I'm a big fan of, personally. It does have its uses. I mean, in the spectrum of leveling the weapon up, it is pretty good. I mean, I usually level it downward. So if we were to build it up, I'd go down here for attack, ice, undead, magic, all stuff we've been wasting a lot of. But we do have a lot of undead on us. It needs, what did it need magic-wise again? It needed ice. I don't remember, it doesn't get from you. It does get a lot of MP. This is a good gem for it, so we'll give him this. We will give it more undead killer to top it off. That'll be a good first level for this weapon. Let's go ahead and equip it now. Since it is weaker than our Shamshir currently, we can start working on the Serpent Sword to get it up more up to closer to par. It would help if I learned to speak the English language. Okay, so we've done all that. We can no longer rebuild much of the town right now, so let's keep going. I'm going to save. It's a good time for us to save here. Okay, so we've saved, and let's go back inside the forest. As soon as it'll let me here. Running, 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 running. And we'll finish off Territory 9. Now, you need to have the Serpent Sword, and you also need to have the odd tone flute in order to make this work. Because if you don't have either of those, then coming here is pointless. We're going to hold on to the gourd and the Fruit of Eden for the moment. We're not going to use it right now. Don't get ahead of yourself. And let's find out what's here. Oh, hello! Giant angry snake. And you need the Serpent Sword in order to kill it. Or it will kill you. And so we go straight into another set of scenes here. Another action scene here. This is the famous one from the commercials, if I'm not mistaken. Ah. Almost had it. Yeah, at least we killed it. Tim! Oh, nice! It has lost its head. This mission is now an evolvable sword, so now we can upgrade it and stuff like that, which we really couldn't before. And we find the bone pendant. So we have done all we can here. Let's go ahead and leave the dungeon yet again. Why are you always leaving the dungeon? Hey, shut up. There's a reason for this madness. But your face must be that which is silence. Okay, let's head over here. Oh, I saw a little chest. Guess I didn't. And we're going to head up to Goro's home here. And actually, because of it, like very similar to the elder's house, or the mayor's house of our village of Naroon, little chests will start popping up here as we get further and further in game. So let's go ahead and collect all the little chests that we see. You gotta be careful too, because they're hiding in this area. They hide very well here. Let's see. No. No. I think that's all there is right now. Though we will be able to traverse up into the Goro house after we do this scene. So let's go up to him and use our recently found bone pendant. Holy shit, it's just like magic! Holy shit, it's like real magic! And there is the father. Forgive me for having suddenly left you all alone. You're lying! The father you see is... Let's see, listen carefully, Goro. The evil force that attacked this village is now devouring the entire world. Surely honor me and all hunters through your courage in battle. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now we're gonna find out the truth. Interesting. One day I went into the woods where the beautiful killer snake dwelt, taking with me several villagers. Oh boy. Yep. Aww. They left quietly. I still remember the sadness in their eyes. Things parents and family do for reputation, huh? One day you'll understand. One day your left testicle will drop and you will understand. Ugh. It's so sad. Oops, sorry, sorry. Not for the villagers and for but never for me! But I am Kuro Banzai! And so Goro becomes an ally. Goro is very much like Toen as far as his usefulness. He's pretty good at melee, but there's really only one thing we need. He's known for his charge attack, more so than Toen. And he's actually very useful against certain enemies, though he starts off with a really weak weapon, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll check more of that out in a moment here. Let's go inside the house that we couldn't get into before. For a premium chicken, a Beast Buster, a Fruit of Eden, and that's it. So let's... Oh, and a pocket. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and use the pocket. We can now carry more. Now let's take a look specifically at Goro. He's got 100 HP where we all do, but he has almost no water. So he's going to get all of the gourds for the moment. So let's do that. 2 Fruits of Eden. I thought we had another gourd. Well, I guess we don't. Okay, he's still 2 gourds behind Zhao and Toen, but now the question is who gets the Fruits of Eden. Well, Goro and Toen are the candidates because they're the ones that are on the front lines. So let's give it to them. That will be satisfactory. And we're all set. Now we need to get maybe a few more weapon powders here, but we should be pretty good. And this is a place we'll want to come back to once in a while just to make sure that we get all the treasures that start to spawn. Because, you know, that's always important. Walk, fool, walk! Let's see, where are we going here? We want to go this way. Morning has broken again. Let's see. Okay, let's go into Territory 9. And as Goro, we can open the gate. Let's check him out real quick, now that we're thinking about it. See, his weapon, though, his base weapon is the strongest of all the base weapons that we've we've got so far, he's still pretty weak because that's all he has is that base weapon. So what we'll want to probably do the next few levels is use Goro only, if we can. That way we can start getting the other pieces of... If we level up this mallet, we can attach it to his newest weapon when he gets it, thus kind of saving him from sucking. It's really easy for your brand new characters to be really terrible. The only way to make them decent is by using them as soon as you get them. There's really not a lot of ways around it. So let's charge him up. And let's let him go. As you can see, he can just rip enemies apart with that charge attack. You get a baton for our trouble. He's great at killing rock enemies. He's the rock slayer. If you have enemies that are rock-based, definitely let him go after them, because he'll murder them. That's the one benefit of the mallet class itself. Just do circles around the plant so we can dodge it, then move in and get the kill. So you can see, just from doing this, though, it'll be easy for us to level Goro. Goro is actually a pretty good option. We also will probably want to pick up another stand-in powder, since now we'll have multiple characters here to work with. We have another torch, because we now want to go at least 3 more levels in this dungeon before we do much else. Oh, this is perfect for Goro. Look at that, he just murdered that sucker. He's gonna murder this hornet as well. You just have to be careful with his weapon HP. Bad things tend to happen if you're not careful with it. With that spinning attack, anyway. Go ahead and put on some, let's put on some Mimic Breaker, since we know he builds in this status set. So, he gears himself more towards those items on his other weapons, so we'll go ahead and start using him that way. Here's the exit. Let's head south first. Oh, a chest. Which is a Mimic. Come on, Mimic. Nice. We get the shiny stone. We just do a circle and go in for the hit. These are, you know, this is a great strategy for using Goro too, is that charge attack is just so lethal that you almost don't have to do much of anything else other than use it. Because it cancels out the enemy's attack of hitting you once you use it, making him a great warrior character for any odd job you might have him do. You can fight almost any enemy at this point of the game. You can almost fight any enemy pretty easily. Uh-oh, we kind of missed there. There we go. Problem is, I don't think mallets have good durability. We might not have enough weapon powders here to go more further than 2 floors. Let's go ahead and switch over to Tone. I'm gonna grab these guys here. Okay, we got that. Get this bad boy. It's a bone. What's this? What do we got here? Sweet Asundu, which we'll probably use now. We can use it right away, I guess. As long as we don't waste too much weapon HP trying to do stuff. Dodge that, move in. Give. That going. He's also great against Earth Diggers, and let me show you how that works. We just move up. We do the little twirl attack, and look at that, he's half dead. He's perfect for fighting these guys, because I hate Earth Diggers. They're so cheap. We get a Mimi for our trouble. Let's save that pumped up energy. Move for the next sphere ball here. We got a torch. moving here. Let's head here, around. There's gonna be mimics in here. Go ahead and pull out the trusty Goro. Another stamina drink, nice. This is a mimic. No, it's not. It's hard to tell. Some people say you can actually tell. I've actually never been able to notice. Murder you. Trans feather found, nice. It means we don't have to buy one. We get a baton for our trouble. We'll come back and get that speeder ball. There we go. That's just using regular attacks than different ones. Another mimic. Oh wow, we dodged. And he's toast. Go ahead and repair. Let's upgrade. No. What about you? Plant and dragon. Nah. I'm not sure what else to put on it, so let's just put on some fire here. Even though this is probably not even very useful for the mallet. We won't know until later. We won't know until we get a new weapon for Goro. So we'll just have to use what we got. Let's go ahead and put torn on. Let's start making some runs here. Since we took some damage, we'll also take the time to use the fountain for Goro, so let's do that. There we go. We've got all the little atlas, so we should be good now. So let's go ahead and head out to the place where we can use the dew, the sun dew. And get even better items. More items! Ahoy, I say. Let's go ahead and take it. All ashore, who's going ashore? Use Goro, as usual. Anything to work him up a little bit. That and these enemies will give us experience, and these are enemies he's pretty good with. Werewolves are very dangerous, so you do want to be kind of careful. So you can see this is the best strategy for them. As you can see, we're slowly beating them down. That or use Toan, but they can block, so using what's-her-face is always, usually, using Zhao is not usually recommended because of their ability to block. Look at that HP growth, look at that weapon HP growth right there. It's beautiful. We want to make sure we kill these wolves, and remember that floor 10 has the werewolves that are pumped up, because they give great weapon abs. And as you can see, they're pretty easy to kill. Now, if we get hit by one of them, we're one-shotted. End of story. They will murder us. So don't let them under any circumstances hit you. Sweet. Can we get that? And look at that, we leveled this weapon up yet again. Oh, we got fire on it. Nice. What else can we put on it here? Let's put on some speed. It kind of lacks speed. Endurance could help too, but we don't really have anything to use for that endurance. There's almost no point. Let's go get some chests. There's probably some mimics here too. That or there's just a lot of freaking chests here. Nice, we get another sapphire. we get another Dran Feather. Got a lot of those going around. Let's see, we get an antidote, or an antidote. Anti-venom, whatever, an antidote. An antidote. Not speak. Tongue's all tied up. We fight another werewolf. So it takes about 2 of these guys to level one of our weapons. So I see lots of leveling in the near future. This was probably a good thing that we came here too. We'll have to leave probably after we're finished here, but we'll at least be able to level up his weapon pretty full. Timber! Hell no, as we level up, that's right, it's going to take more and more apps, so not always going to be able to do it so easily. Here they come. Come on, Wolfie. Come, Wolfie. Trying to hit them both, which is dangerous. We almost broke our weapon. We want to be very careful when it comes to that. Let's go ahead and put an adrenaline, one of these on us. It'll help kill them faster. Boom, boom, boom. Damn it, they keep backing up. And thus these down. Bye, Husky. Go ahead and level this weapon up. Okay. Probably put in MP next time. Let's go ahead and do that by using one of Sapphire. Give it some Wind Elemental and some Anti-Air. And let's go ahead and put more... need more attack, really, but let's go ahead and put another speed on it, so you can even go faster. And we have enough probably to level it up one more time, so we'll do that. Enough wolves left over, so it'll make it worth killing them all. We get a Sky Hunter. Get whatever's in here, which is a pearl, nice. And another antifreeze amulet, so we'll have to sell one. We don't need more than what we've got. And a Mimic Breaker. Alright, so let's go ahead and pick some more fights with some werewolves. Sweet, I'm glad that disappeared. Now we can add another Dran Feather since we're carrying a lot of them. Let's go ahead and use one more of these. Ah! There we go, murdered you that time, punk. We've got 2 more, so let's go ahead and recover. We've done our last weapon repair powder here. Should be enough to kill them all. To kill both of them. If not, we can throw something. Alright, let's get on in there. Come here, Wolfie. Bye, Wolfie. So we want to remember to come back to floor 10 for whatever purpose, if we ever get dues. Not just because of the werewolves, really. They're easy upgrades for Goro here. He's already level 4 with his mallet, so now all he has to do is go one more level. Probably even find a level up powder to do that for us. So that pretty much ends this floor. So always remember, go to floor 10. At least for us. I don't know if this carries over, but I'm pretty sure back floors actually carry over. Not the same treasure, not the same layout, but the same enemies. I still believe can be found. Though, if somebody could confirm this, that would be rad. But fighting werewolves that are pumped up with stamina, great way to level up weapons. Great way to do it. As you can see, we leveled up the hammer 3 levels in 1 month. Which is freaking rad. And here we are. We're going to use this moment now to get the hell out of here. And it's because any chest that we see now, we know for a fact are mimics. Don't even waste time with them. Oh, we're gonna have to leave the dungeon regardless because we are out of repair powders, so we don't have a choice but to leave, but we did good with the time that we spent here. Especially with Goro. Some people will actually take Goro back to the Beast Cavern, to Dran's, to Dran's dungeon. It's not really necessary. It's more like a waste of time because if you just use the technique used here, you'll do just fine. A lot of people don't trust themselves to charge up without breaking their weapons, so if that's the case, I don't blame them, but for the most part, it'll be sufficient. What do we got? We've got torches. Okay, so we still really don't have enough to build much of anything, so we won't. Let's do what I said we were going to do. Let's go over to the Wise Owl shop. Do some shopping. No items to find. Let's see. Let's arrange this a little better here so we can see what exactly we got. Well, we've got lots of room regardless. Okay, that's good enough there. 2 anti-venoms, let's get 2 more. Let's go ahead and got a mighty healing there. Don't really see anything worth ditching. Oh yes, the anti-goo amulets. We don't need that many of them, and they're taking up space. Okay, so we're all set. We have 10 inventory slots, and amongst other things. We've got our Dran Feather, and we're good. So we are now ready to dive back head first into the Wise Owl Forest. We will do momentarily. So on the next episode of Let's Play Dark Cloud, going deeper into the Wise Owl Forest, where will we come out? Who knows? We'll find out. We'll see you then.